was a student in college when Orangeburg happened. And I remember the minimal, if not altogether non-existent news coverage of the deaths of those 3 young men who fought so gallantly to break the back of Jim Crow. And so tonight we honor Sister Millicent Brown. Could you come up, please, and accept the plaque on behalf of our fallen freedom fighters. Sister Millicent Brown is an educator and an activist, and she's part of the organizing committee, and we would just like to present her with this plaque for our young brothers who died way, way too early, like the 4 little girls in Birmingham, like all of the ones who've fallen because of the vicious cycle of oppression that we labor under. And we are just honoring these brothers and promising that we're going to walk in their light and do the right thing.
I'm accepting this, and it's quite an honor to be asked to receive it. There are many students in Orangeburg today who are just overwhelmed when they find out about the events that happened at South Carolina State. In the next few years, hopefully you'll be hearing a little bit more about efforts to turn the bowling alley, the All-Star Bowling Alley that was at the center of the controversy, into a local museum for civil rights.
I'll now ask Leonard to come up and respect for our modern-day freedom fighters and for our ancestors. I give you Leonard.
All right. Mr. Saunders, please come out. And the flag reads, the Fannie Lou Hamer Human Rights Award presented to William Bill Saunders, a champion in the cause of human rights. The 9th Biannual Southern Human Rights Organizing Conference, Charleston, South Carolina, December 7th through 9th, 2012. Congratulations, brother.
This is an honor for me, especially at this age of mine. I look back at the Fannie Lou Hamer Award. Fannie Lou Hamer stayed on Johns Island with us in 1967. All of the Mississippi workers were there. We had the Freedom Singers with the sister that's doing a lot of singing today, Mr. Peacock, and it was just so many things that were going on in that time. And 1968 seemed to be the year that so many things happened to us. I was in jail 3 times in 1968 to 69. And all of these things that was happening, nobody seemed to have cared too much. We just talked about Ms. Moultrie, and we're talking about she's under the weather. She's not under the weather, she's sick.
Yes.
And she's sick from what happened to her.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Mentally and physically. There's been so much suffering. And what we do so much is we brag and we have, celebration, but nothing has changed very much.
That's true.
It's more sophisticated, it's handled better, but it's the same thing. The same thing at the hospital, the same thing at the sanitation department. We were able to, and I'll shut up, but up into the hospital workers organization, there were no black elected officials in the state of South Carolina. It started in 1970 with those workers. And it changed the state of South Carolina that wasn't paying minimum wage and had no job description. It changed all of that. But if you check today, you'll find that they're almost exactly back to where it was in 69. And the difference between 69 and now is that we knew we had a problem. And we knew our enemies. Our young people today don't even know they got a problem. They got no damn idea who the enemy is. So you've got to start anew to begin to make a difference. You can have as much celebration as you want to, but you've got to put some brick on the wall. Thank you.
We're just going to take a minute so that Fruit of Labor can get set up, since they're going to come up here.
I am an endangered species, but a single victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, I know where I want to belong. I am an endangered species, but a single victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, I know where I want to belong. Justice got to have justice. We want justice, got to have justice.
is a platform that I stand on. I travel the country, and my platform is Kings and Queens. We all are kings and queens. And not only should we expect our men to treat us like queens, we should learn how to treat our other women as if they're queens. Other men should treat other men as if they're kings. So this is the piece that I go to when I go to, like I was in the high school today, and I talk to the kids, and this is just a platform that I'm on right now. I'm really proud of myself. So I leave you with this piece called Kings and Queens. They say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So boy, if you love her, I suggest that you hold her, converse with her. Help her understand that your silence, it speaks volumes, and baby, I feel like we haven't talked in years. Our cohabitation is turned into mere toleration for each other's existence, but I remember when I used to be nothing but beautiful to you. When my curves got compliments, when my smile and my spirit was amazing to you, but lately gazing at my imperfections are all that you were able to do. I remember when I used to write love poems to you, call you king of kings, kiss you, lay beneath you, and thank you for my rib. But now I feel like we are caged like animals in this battle for survival, forgetting Bible scriptures, hymnals, verses, and what's worst is we are forgetting how to love. So we in turn judge, throwing stones at each other's glass houses, but can't no insurance policy fix a broken heart. So I don't need you to be there like a good neighbor, and I don't feel too safe in your hands. Because you have yet to hold me like you are my man. Be nothing short of the king that you were set out to be, and I will submit and treated nothing short of your queen. But far too many years we've been seen disrespecting the next, because what, he really ain't worth it, and she's just a witch, and I know it's not what you called, it's what you answer to, so call me queen. And I call you king. And maybe we can figure out how to fall in love again. Baby, I just want to see us win again. We used to be a dynasty, far greater than any Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen could ever be. I never had to beg for you to choose me. Arm flabby, breast saggy, big belly, and you still saw beauty. And they say, it's in the eye of the beholder. So girls, if you love him, I suggest that you hold him. Help mold him, but never fold on your king. And if it takes me never using lotion again, so I never slip your grip, I will be ashy on bended knee praying that we get back to being kings and queens. Thank you.
I was born by the river, and oh, just like the river I was running, every step, it's been a long time coming, but I know change won't come. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there. Better sing. Beyond the side, it's been a long time coming, but I know change won't come. Oh yes it will. I go to the movies and I go downtown. Somebody keeps telling me, don't you hang around. It's been a long time coming, and I know change don't come. Oh yes it will.
But I'm not really worried about that because I've been to the mountain Shrike. Welcome to Atlanta, where dreams were born in 1929 now. He didn't quite get there with us, but when death called and he saw the mountaintop view, he shared the king's vision. Not to be crowned one, but to reverse the dreaded Dred Scott decision. Back to cold red Scott, red bone, red hot. Listen, we in the building, the CNN building and mentoring Little Johns to man up and use their speaker boxes at the underground. Searching for the love below. Hill, up Peachtree, High Museum, Lenox Mall. You've seen them from Bankhead to Buckhead, the coolest cutters in camp. I dictate it to you. The place and time is set now. This is a story all about how freedom riders rode in from many places and times in history. 1961, a bus departs from D.C. full of Yankees that don't know the ways and customs of the Deep South. Yeah. Richmond, check. Greensboro, check. Sit down on the job literally at sit-ins where servers kindly say, our establishment does not allow us to serve Negroes. Mic check, 1, 2. But I'm coming to America, Pangea, I see ya. Like the first Asians over land bridges. Tribal surnames before Columbus got lost and called him Indian. Still called him Indian even after they knew it was in India. Now, I'm not certain how you can discover a place that's already occupied. So at reservation, they get to gamble and drink on reservations. They get athletic teams and logos named after them. Red, black, and green, huh? Well, they killed the red for not picking that white, cotton, hired blacks for free, so they can make that green.
So the cop pulled his gun out and slapped my partner. Just slapped it. My partner reached over into the glove compartment, got the driver's license, registration, EBT card, child support check stub, gave it to the cop. So the cop looks at it, and I'm thinking everything's cool. So the cop gives it back to him, I lean back in my seat. Well, without the cop getting in his car, he comes around my car. Picked on my window, I ain't did nothing. I roll my window down, without him saying a word to me, he slaps me. I said, what you slap me for? He said, I know how your brother is. I'm giving you your wish. I said, what are you talking about my wish? He said, see, if I'd have just slapped him and let y'all go, you got about 3 miles down this highway and looked at him and said, I wish that cop had slapped me like that.